Good evening, students. So today we are going to start a chemistry chapter, that is matter around us pure? Okay, so in your textbook this chapter is of the second one, so this is of chapter 2, wherein chapter 1 is deleted from the syllabus. Okay, so we are going directly for the second chapter, that is matter around us pure? So tell me whether matter is pure around us. Do you know what is matter? First, let us study what is matter. Okay. So, matter in the sense, it is a substance which occupies space and has mass. Any object in the universe, if it occupies a space and if it has a mass, then such a substance we call it as a matter. For example, take the example of this duster. Okay. I'll be placing this duster on my palm, and this duster takes some certain space to stand in my palm, and also it possesses some weight, right? So even the person, the human being, if he is standing, he requires some space to stand. Similarly, he has mass. So we are all matters in the universe. Okay, so matter in the sense, substance which occupies space and has mass is known as matter. Wherein in matter there are three different states of matter. One is solid, one more is liquid, and the other one is gas. Now we'll go through the properties of this solid, liquid as well as gas. Now come on to the properties of solids. Here can you see this picture? This picture, it is of a solid. Okay, can you see all these circles over here? These circles are nothing but molecules inside the solids. Okay, what are the circles inside this solid? Those are called as molecules. Now these molecules are very tightly packed inside the solids. Can you see? It is very closely packed towards each other. It is joined to each other, right? So because of this closeness, because of the closed packing of molecules, these solids have a definite shape. Okay, I repeat again. This is a picture of a solid, and inside the solid, whatever the circles you can see here, these are called as molecules. Okay, so in solids what happens? Molecules are tightly packed to each other. Okay, so because of the tightly packed nature, solids have a definite shape. Now come on to the liquid. So in liquids, what can you see? This is a box of liquid, and here just see the molecules here. So these circles are molecules now. So now see the molecules. So here molecules are bit far. It is not much tightly packed as solids. It is bit far. So here we can say molecules are loosely packed in the liquids. I repeat, in liquids molecules are loosely packed. So it takes the shape of the container. So can you remember? See, liquid. Liquid is an example. You can take an example for liquid as water itself. Okay, water is a liquid, right? So if you pour a water to a glass, that water takes the shape of the glass, right? If you pour water to a bowl, it takes the shape of the bowl. So water doesn't have a definite shape. Okay, it takes the shape of the container. Now come on to the liquid, gas. In gases what happens is, see, one molecule you can see it over here. One is over that side and one is down. So you can see very less number of molecules inside the gas. So we can say the molecules in the gas are independently moving. Okay, can you store gas in one room and keep? No, you cannot do that, because molecules in the gas are independently moving in all directions. So gases does not have a definite shape. So out of these three, which has a definite shape? Only solids have a definite shape. So why solids have a definite shape? Because in the solids, molecules are tightly packed. They are very closely packed to one another. So it has a definite shape. So these are the three different states of matter. Let us know what is a mixture. Usually when I say the word mixture, always the student's mind will directly run to bakery, right? So in bakeries we will find varieties of mixtures, and wherein there also, now the bakery mixture as well as our chemistry mixture is quite related to each other. Okay, so in the bakery mixture also we can see varieties of items in that mixture, right? So mixture means what actually? It is a mixing of two or more substance. right? In bakery mixture also we find two or more substance mixed form a mixture, same way here also we are mixing two or more other substances to form a mixture. Now this main mixture is divided into two different types. One is homogeneous mixture and the other one is heterogeneous mixture. Okay, so homogeneous mixture means here only two substances, one or two substances mixed. Okay, always remember, in homogeneous mixture only one or two substances is mixed, and in heterogeneous mixture more than two substances are mixed. If a mixture contains only one or two substance, it comes under homogeneous. Okay, if the mixture consists of more than two substance, then it comes under heterogeneous mixture. Now one simple difference which we can see between homogeneous as well as heterogeneous is homogeneous mixture has uniform composition throughout, and heterogeneous mixture it has non-uniform composition. This is a usual difference we can see between homogeneous as well as heterogeneous. Wherein, what do you mean by uniform and non-uniform? Uniform means same composition, that is same amount of substance is added. Okay, for example, if you are taking salt in water, then equal amount of salt and equal amount of water is added to form homogeneous mixture. Same way, sugar in water, equal amount of sugar and equal amount of water is taken to form a mixture. That is in homogeneous, that is uniform, same. Okay, heterogeneous, non-uniform composition. Non-uniform means here we are taking example of sand, salt, sugar in water. So three substances are mixed with water. So these three might not be same. Okay, for example, if you take 1 spoon of sand, you can take 2 spoons of salt, or else you can take 3 spoons of sugar. So whether it is same? No, it is not same. Why? Because 1 spoon of this, 2 spoon of this, 3 spoon of this. Whether it is same? No, it is not same. So here there is a non-uniform composition. So this non-uniform composition takes place only in heterogeneous mixture. So this is a two different types of mixture, that is homogeneous and heterogeneous, and this is one of the very important question. Difference, they will be asked, the question will be like differentiate between homogeneous and heterogeneous. First point you can write the same thing, and the second point you can write the example. That's it. Okay, so this is one of the very important question. Now we'll go through the concept of solution. So solution concept is very familiar to you people, since you have been studying this from since 5th to 6th, from 5th standard, I guess. So solution means solute is mixed with the solvent to form solution. Simple, right? Solute is, so main two concepts of main thing is solute and solvent here. Okay, so solute is going to mix with the solvent to form solution. Okay, so what is solution? Solute is mixed with solvent to form solution. So this is a definition of solution. Now we'll take a small example of salt solution. So how to prepare a salt solution? Take a glass of water, put some salt, there will be, stir it, the solution becomes salt solution, right? Similarly, now in the salt solution, whatever the solute substance which we are adding to water, that is a salt. Okay, correct? Salt solution ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೀರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ? ಅದು solute. Salt solution ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೀರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ? Salt ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ. So salt is solute. Okay, and water is what? It is a solvent. Okay, so in salt solution, which is a solute? Salt is a solute. Which is a solvent? Water is solvent. When you mix salt and water, you will obtain which solution? Salt solution. So this is a small example of solution. Now coming to the properties of solution. First property says that it is a homogeneous mixture. In the previous I have explained that what is homogeneous, right? What is homogeneous? Mixing of one or two substances, right? So mixture of one or two substances is homogeneous mixture. Now here solution also comes under this homogeneous mixture. Second point say particles are small in size. Okay, particles are small in size. So inside this solution there will be a tiny particles present, and that particles are very small in size, which we cannot see through our naked eyes. Clear? And the third point say particles cannot cannot be separated by filtration. Filtration means everybody will know. We are filtrating it, right? So we are filtrating. If you filter, if you keep a funnel here and if you pour some bad water or some dirt presented water, what happens? All the dirt will be stored in that funnel and a pure water will be set out, right? So that is filtration. So filtration ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, particles filtrate ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ, particles solution ಇಂದ separate ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ, because these particles are so small in size which they can pass through the funnel also. Okay, so these are the three main properties. I repeat, it is a homogeneous mixture. The particles are very small in size. Because of this tiny particle, what happens? These particles cannot be separated by the filtration process also. So after solution, we'll move on to the next topic, that is suspension. Now, suspension is somewhat a different thing. The word is new for you, but whatever the concept under suspension, that you people have already learnt it, that is, solute particles remain suspended in medium. So suspending means what here? So it doesn't dissolve in water. Other than dissolving, it just floats on water, floats at the topmost part. Okay, so for the best example for the suspension is oil in water. So when you take a glass of water and if you pour 2 to 3 spoons of oil doesn't completely dissolve in water. Oil just floats on water. Have you seen? So that oil floats because of the suspension property. Clear? So suspension means solute particles remain suspended in medium. So remain suspended means it is not dissolving, it is just floating on the surface of water. So this is called suspension. Now let us look at some of the properties of suspension, that is, it is heterogeneous mixture. Okay, heterogeneous mixture means what I told, mixing of more than two substance. Okay, mixing of more than two substance is heterogeneous mixture. So the first property of suspension is it is heterogeneous mixture. And the second property says particles can be seen by naked eyes. Right? In the previous solutions property we have seen particles cannot be seen, right? So here in suspension's property, here in the particles which is present in suspension, it has a capacity. It is a bigger in size, okay? So we can see those particles through our naked eye. So these are the two different properties of suspension, and this is a definition for suspension with an example. So this whole might be asked for 2 to 3 marks along with the properties, okay? So for suppose if it is asked for 2 or 3 marks, for 2 marks if it is asked, just write down the definition as well as example. If it is asked for 3 marks, then this is not sufficient. You have to include these two properties also, okay? So make sure you know the definition of suspension, example for the suspension, as well as at least these two properties. We'll go through a different solution, that is colloidal solution. This colloidal solution don't have a particular definition, and definition also will not be asked for the exam. Instead of that, properties will be asked. Properties of colloidal solution is one of the very important question. Okay, so first property says it is heterogeneous mixture. See students, we have learned solution, we have learned suspension, and this is the third one we are learning, colloidal solution. And for every property we have the same thing. For one we have homogeneous and one we have heterogeneous. Don't make confusion. Make it clear which one is homogeneous and which one is heterogeneous. Okay, adu allinda illige bardre illiddu allige bardre ella hogtade marks. Correct nodi kaliri. Okay, so it is heterogeneous mixture. Colloidal solution means it is a heterogeneous mixture. And second point says these particles scatter a beam of light falling on it. So this is one of the special characteristics of the particles present in which solution? Colloidal solution. Okay, what is that special character in this particle is, whatever the light ray falling on this particle, what it does, it scatters, it absorbs those light, and in the other side it scatters. Okay, if this is a particle, this whatever my hand, this is a particle, and this scale is a ray of light falling on that. Okay, this is a ray of light falling on the particle. Immediately this complete whatever the ray is absorbed by this particle, and finally it is scattered in the other side. Okay, from here it absorbs and towards other side it scatters. So this is a special characteristics of colloidal particles of the colloidal solution. Because of this special characteristic itself, a effect has been evolved. Okay, one effect annode one start aitu. That effect is called as Tyndall effect. Okay, what is that effect? Tyndall effect. Okay, now what is this Tyndall effect? Tyndall effect is nothing but scattering a beam of light by colloidal particles. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಉಂಟು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯಿತು? ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ? ಲೈಟ್ ರೇ ಅನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ಆದ ಲೈಟ್ ರೇ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ? ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬದಿಯಿಂದ ಅದು ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಫ್ರಮ್ ಒನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಟರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ scattering a beam of light by the colloidal particles, that particular effect is called as Tyndall effect, wherein Tyndall effect has been evolved. It has been originated from which solution? From colloidal solution. Tyndall effect is a confirm question for 1 mark. Okay, write it and keep. Tyndall effect is confirm question for 1 mark. So it will be asked. It will be asked, and every year it had been asked. So write it and keep at it. It is very important. Always remember, Tyndall effect means scattering a beam of light by the colloidal particle is known as Tyndall effect. The last topic of the chapter, pure substance. Okay, so pure substance is one of the very important question. So what is pure substance? That is same type of particles with the same chemical properties combined to form pure substance. So pure substance. So if you need to prepare pure substance, then you have to take same type of particles. Okay, particles might be positive or negative character. Okay, positive means you can take proton, or negative means you can take electron. Okay, so if suppose you are taking this positive charge, that is proton, if you are taking, then everything, if the scale has to be prepared, means all the particles of the scale has to be plus itself. Okay, and if it is plus, then its chemical property also has to be same, then only that particular substance is called as pure substance. I repeat, so for the preparation of a pure substance, you require same type of particle with the same chemical property. Which one you require? Same type of particle with the same chemical property, then only pure substances are formed. Okay, now this main pure substance is divided into two main types, that is elements and compounds. Okay, so now elements. So the difference between elements and compounds is given in your textbook at the end of the chapter, last page of the chapter. In a blue color box they have given the difference between elements and compounds, and you will find almost 3 to 4 difference in that page. So better if you study any 3 out of that. 2 have given already. This is first point says that it has a variable composition, and the compound says it has a fixed composition. So what do you mean by variable composition and fixed composition? See, variable composition means variety of compositions, or different compositions you can make. Either you can just take an example of water ige ಏನನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಹ ಹಾಕಬಹುದಲ್ವಾ? ವಾಟರ್ ಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ವಾಟರ್ ಗೆ ಶುಗರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ವಾಟರ್ ಗೆ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So we can find different example. That is of element. Now if you take a compound, you cannot take like that. It is a fix. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾ? ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಅನ್ನೇ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾ? ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಅನ್ನೇ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಾಟರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾ? ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಅನ್ನೇ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೀವೀಗ ವಾಟರ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾರ್ಬನ ಏನನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. What you want that particular fixed composition only. Okay, so that comes under compounds. Is that clear? So always remember, elements means it has variable composition and compounds has fixed composition. So here the second point say they cannot be broken. So elements means they cannot be broken. They will be very strong in characteristic. Okay. So they cannot be broken, and compounds they can be broken easily. Okay. Compounds means the bonds between those are not much strong. Okay. They are very weak and you can break it very easily. So that is a second point of compound. So make sure the difference between elements and compounds are clear to you, as well as the pure substance definition is important, students. Okay. So here ends the chapter Is Matter Around Us Pure?